Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It it is July the 5th, 2022, and today the topic is ignorance isn't bliss. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope that you guys had a great day yesterday. Mine was just fine. Nothing too much to report for my 4th of July. I mean, just pretty much chilled, chilled around the house, um, rested, relaxed it, rested and relaxed. Didn't do much else outside of that. So, yeah, that's what the 4th of July looked for me for 2022. But yeah. As for today, I'm supposed to film an episode of GSL. Just some announcements. I think I forgot to tell y'all that your girl has been featured on a few other podcasts over the weekend. I want to say and yesterday. So yesterday, my takeover with Vantage Point podcast went live, and then the summer takeover. So y'all can check your girl out on that. And then I'm also featured as an actor for a podcast. Oh goodness, the name is not the name is going away from my mind, but it's like a story podcast. But anyway, if y'all follow me on Actress Miracle Sims, Facebook, or whatnot, then yeah, you should be able to see that information. So yes, y'all follow me. Find your girl on Facebook, Actress Miracle Sims. Got to keep you all in the loop. If you go to actressmiraclesims.com, and those of you all that were interested in the whole lipstick situation, lipstick lips gloss launch party, that's going to be this Saturday. Unfortunately, there's no more tickets being sold for that, but you guys can still support if you want to get anything. I mean, actressmiraclesims.com is the place to go for all things Miracle Sims, books, products, affiliations, all of that. Yep, I think those are all of my announcements that I have at the moment. I'm super excited about the cast, and hopefully really soon we'll be giving you all more information regarding that. But yep, Boomer's doing his thing as always, y'all. So we thank and praise God for him. It's a really interesting time. It really is. It's a really interesting time, and I'm excited to see what the Lord is going to do. There's a few things that I need a little prayer, y'all. Keep your girl in prayer, and everything like that. But regardless, I mean, I'm good. Everything's good. Everything's being taken care of, and I'm just going to be patient and wait and see what the Lord's going to do when it comes to all these different things. But still an exciting time, and yeah, I mean, as of right now, all I know is that for this month, I don't think, well, there's a couple more things on the calendar for this month, but we're gonna see what the Lord do with that. But outside of that, next thing coming up is my birthday, y'all. Yeah, my birthday is coming up next month. And so, yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to celebrate. And we'll see. But yeah, that's something coming up. And then y'all know after that, that's the fall season, man. We're going to be into all kind of celebrations and stuff with my family. Because, September is our anniversary. October, both my Darios are born in that month, so we'll be celebrating both of them. And then then right after that, we're getting into the holidays, man. This year is just wrapping up. When you think about it. But yeah, that's what's going on in our world, man. in my little bubble, the Oh Happy Studies bubble. But anywho, let's get into this chit chat. So basically, I woke up, I did my prayer meditation, all of that. Maybe I was distracted. I don't know. A lot was on my mind again this morning, when I thought about topics and things like that. I don't know what helped me get to the topic that I ended up thinking about, but ultimately the word ignorance came into my heart and mind, looking up the definition of that as well as the definition of bliss, and just knowing that, again, everything that the world say, I believe we should just look at it the opposite. The world says that ignorance is bliss, right? Well, according to the word, and the things I'm reading today, ignorance is not bliss. And so, yeah, that's where the topic came from today, and here we go. Let's look into this, y'all. Ignorance isn't bliss. Hosea 4:6 says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because you have rejected knowledge. I reject you from being a priest to me. And since you have forgotten the law of your God, I also will forget your children." Ignorance. Well, I mean, this is a familiar verse. I think majority of us, again, if you read the Bible at all, you probably have come across this verse one time or another, or you've heard somebody, would preach whole sermons about it and everything like that. So, I mean, it's not that I got so much to say today about it. I mean, it just happened to be one of the first verses that I came across as I was, doing my own personal study here. What does this mean, man? What does this mean? Okay, so it says that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Can we think of ways that we are destroyed by lack of knowledge? Yeah. I mean, I know I shared with you all a few weeks ago in regards to the cousin that took his own life and everything like that. Obviously he didn't realize or know that he's beautifully and wonderfully made. He probably didn't realize he was going to be missed by family and everything like that. He probably, there's a lot of things he probably didn't know. And so due to that lack of knowledge, ultimately he was destroyed, right? I know that's a terrible way to look at it. But hopefully it's looking at it in that way will help you, whoever's listening to the sound of my voice. Because yeah, at the end of the day, well, I'm just gonna keep going. The verse continues to say, "Because you have rejected knowledge." So again, it's not that you didn't have access to the knowledge; you rejected it at the end of the day. If I think about that example I just gave, it's like we believe the lie. Like when you start to believe lies, then ultimately, there's some destruction. There's going to be I mean, there's a plenty of examples of people that are like rejecting truth for lies. The interesting thing I want to say, it was something that crossed my mind this morning. Maybe I'll tell y'all in a minute. I don't know. Let's keep going on this. So anywho, it says, "Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being a priest to me." To me, it's saying here that, you're probably supposed to have some type of leadership role, some type of position. And because you are rejecting knowledge and everything like that, then, he has to reject you from that position that was created for you, and everything like that. So that's, And I tell y'all all the time, walking in our purpose and being open to the things that God wants to do with us and for us, and through us. Um, because we go through life and we continue to, try to do things our own way and reject God, reject God, reject God, and ultimately reject his will again, his way, the things that he has in store for us. And then yeah, that you're uh you rejected the position he's created for you. You rejected um, whatever else that comes from you being in that position or being where you're supposed to be. So yeah, yeah. And then it says here, and since you have forgotten the law of your God, I also will forget your children. And then that shows that it goes beyond you. These decisions and everything like that, it goes beyond just affecting us. And I think that's the thing. That's another lie that the enemy has pushing around in our life right now, that whatever I do only affects me. No, that's not true. I mean, what you do will affect other people, um regardless of what you think. And yeah, okay, yeah, it might ultimately affect you first, or something like that. And then yeah, okay, I guess it's one of those things, because it's like, when you don't want to feel like you got responsibility over somebody else and all that, right? um and then yeah, you make decisions or whatever for yourself, like everybody has to do that, right? But still, the decision I make is still going to affect those that are around me. It's going to affect my husband, my child, anybody that I've encountered in life. um Decisions that I make are going to affect them one way or another. So you know that's just one verse this morning, y'all. That's just one verse, but I'm sure there's a lot more to go deeper with in regards to it. But pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully, that explanation at least helps a little bit. But yeah, let's keep going. What else the word has to say about ignorance? So Acts 17:30 says, "The time of ignorance God overlooked, but now He commands all people everywhere to repent." Uh, yeah, y'all. I mean, I think what stood out to me the most this morning in that verse is the all people and the everywhere. Um, because again, for some people, so they go through life and they really feel like, oh, I don't need God, or I don't need this or that or the other. And I mean, it's like, how can you exclude yourself from the word all? Are you also a human? Then it's referring to you too, and everywhere, you know. I mean, any place that humans are, you know. So yeah, I mean, there was a time that God overlooked, right? Um, but now it's not that time, and therefore, we are all required to do something, which is repent, and that's what that verse says. I mean, again, it's pretty self-explanatory there. But for whatever reason, again, we like to walk in ignorance. We like to reject this idea, regardless, and we see where that gets us by doing that. But and it says what it says. So I'm gonna keep going. 1 Timothy 1:13. Though formerly I was a blasphemer, persecutor, and insolent opponent, but I received mercy because I had acted informally and unbelief. So yeah, again, this is one of those humbling verses, one of those no one's holier than thou verses, right? One of those is, this counts for everybody. Everybody can was formerly one of these things, or if not all. And yeah, why? Because we acted in unbelief. I know we talked about unbelief yesterday, or unbelievers. So I guess I won't go too deep about that. But yeah, just another, again, just stay humble here, all of us, represent that and needed that grace and mercy that God gave us to get to where we are. So like I was saying yesterday, if you're in that place where you've made it, right, and you are now a believer and whatever it is, then show grace and mercy to those that are coming after you. Because again, everybody's path is a little different, and it might take someone else a little bit longer than it took you, and vice versa. So let's keep going, y'all. Romans 10:3. It says, "For being ignorant of the righteousness of God and seeking to establish their own, they did not submit to God's righteousness." Ooh. Well, that sounds like that Pope that's telling us what we're doing. When we continue to walk in ignorance and everything like that, that's what we're doing. We are, I guess, somehow we're ignorant to the righteousness of God, and we're trying to establish our own way, and and everything like that. I know I was mentioning that earlier, that yeah, we do try to do that. I wonder why is it, do we think that we know better and can do better than God? Like, what makes us think, like, because at the end of the day, I think if deep down you can admit truth, right, then that you didn't create anything, like you didn't you didn't bring yourself on the earth, just so many things that that we know at the end of the day, that we as humans are just very limited when it comes to what we do and everything like that, and we're more so limited by our own minds than what God has limited us. But let's just talk about just we already know that we are limited in what we do, and for some reason we feel like we know better than God as the creation. And I mean, there are verses in the Bible that are centered around that. It's like, how can the pot call the potter, or ask Potter questions, something like that. But yeah, I don't know. That's just something to think about today. Like, why is that? For what reason do we think that we know best? And I mean, can we see the proof around us that that's not true? Can we see that? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe some of us can. I'm not saying that all humans are ignorant to that, but not sure sometimes, just based on the way that we act. But anyway, let's keep going. I think I got maybe like one more verse here, and it's Job 28:13. It says, "Man does not know its worth, and it is not found in the land of the living." Now, I definitely feel like I need to go deeper with this verse, because it may not be the way I'm reading it. It may mean something else. That it could mean anything, right? So I guess we could all go get more context. But it stood out to me this morning, because if this verse, for example, is referring to man not knowing our own worth, then that's kind of deep, because it literally says, "Man does not know its worth, and it is not found in the land of the living." So if that's saying what I think it's saying here, and saying that our worth is not found in the land of the living, and we don't know our worth, I don't know. That just really stood out to me this morning as very interesting to reflect on and everything like that. So yeah, that's the juice this morning. Those are the verses that I came across and felt led to share. I mean, there are plenty more to peruse and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. So check out the Go Deeper section. Several verses there to reflect on and everything like that. But the Bible verse of today is Romans 15:4. It says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort, in comfort of the scriptures I mean, there might be and. Either way, y'all can confirm that. Anyway, comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspiration and juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. There you go, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice this morning. I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. I saw 2 of you all popping in and popping out. So thank you all for tuning in. I don't know if it's the same 2 people or 2 people. I don't know, but good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I hope that the juice encourages you and inspires you, y'all. We can't walk in ignorance all our life. At some point, we're going to have to, go to the source for the wisdom and everything like that. Is more important for us, and not even just us, but our future generations. I mean, that verse pointed that out as well, that it's just very important to walk in wisdom and not stay ignorant and everything like that. And there you go. That is the juice this morning. But if y'all want to say something to me while I'm here, then by all means comment and I can give you a shout out. But if not, then thank you all so much for listening, watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, all those wonderful things. Again, y'all can follow your girl or check everything out on actressmiraclesims.com. Like I said, it's very interesting time for me right now, but it's exciting as well, though. It's exciting, and I'm just taking it day by day, y'all, seeing what the Lord gonna do. But all right, well, I'll let y'all go. Have a great day. And yes, I look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow if the Lord's will. Bye-bye.